Welcome to Hidden Path Tarot, where hidden truths come to light, intuition becomes your compass, and spirit gently reveals the unseen path ahead. If you have found your way here, trust that there's a message meant to shine the light on your hidden path. Hi, this message is for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus placements. Sagittarius, this is your June mid-month check-in. Thanks so much for joining me here today. Spirits, let's get a card for Sagittarius's past path. What card do we need to see? The 10 of Pentacles. And let's get a card for Sagittarius's present path. What is the energy around Sagittarius's current path? Where are they at on their journey? We have the Fool. And let's get a card, spirits, for Sagittarius's heart path. Matters of the heart, self-worth, and emotional fulfillment. What card? We have the Knight of Pentacles. And Sagittarius's purpose path. Going on in matters of work, money, or Sagittarius's soul's journey. What card do we need to see? We have the 9 of Wands. Okay, and this is why we're here. This is the hidden path. What is being kept secret, under wraps, behind that locked door? We're going to take 2 cards. Sagittarius's Temperance and the Lovers. And Guidance Path. Do some clear advice. What is Sagittarius's advice for the next step on their path? We have the 5 of Pentacles. And this next deck is the Forest Spirits Oracle cards. Forest Spirits, this is for Sagittarius's mid-June check-in. Let's get a card for the energy that is surrounding their past path. What card? We've got the Bat Spirit, Superpower Miracle, Soul Traveler. Search for unknown powers that will bring you good luck. And this is for Sagittarius' present path. The energy around the current path for Sagittarius. What card do we need to see? Chipmunk Spirit, Adventure. Strike out on your own to embark on a journey of discovery and realizations. And Heart Path. Matters of heart, self-worth, and emotional fulfillment. What card do we need to see? Heart Path. Bear Spirit, Untamed Spirit. Allow yourself to run wild and free as you explore your own fierce but gentle nature. And Sagittarius's purpose path. Work, money, or soul's journey. For spirits, what card do we need to see for Sagittarius? Water element, purification. Dive deep into your emotions. Find healing and renewal in the depths of your being. and the hidden path. What is it that Sagittarius doesn't see coming? Those secrets and unseen intentions. What card? Green Fairy, imagination. Explore the mysterious allure of your creativity and embrace your inner uniqueness. And the guidance path. Clear advice for the next step for Sagittarius. What card do we need to see for Sagittarius? Toad Spirit, leap of faith. Jump in fearlessly, knowing that every small step counts towards your ultimate success. And this next step is the Unstoppable You Oracle. Again, this is for Sagittarius's mid-June check-in. Thank you so much again for being with me here, Sagittarius. Unstoppable You. Let's get a card for Sagittarius's past path. Fear means you're growing. And a card for Sagittarius's present path. What card do we need to see for Sagittarius's present path? You're allowed to take up space. And heart path. What card best represents the energy around Sagittarius's heart path? Self-worth and emotional fulfillment. Fail forward. And purpose path for Sagittarius. Work, money, soul's journey. What card do we need to see? It's safe to want more. And we're back to the hidden path. What Sagittarius doesn't see coming. Unseen intentions and secrets. Be louder than doubt. And guidance path. Unstoppable You. What is Sagittarius being guided to do for the rest of June? What card do we need to see? This is your season. Welcome, Sagittarius. Thank you for joining me for your mid-June tarot and oracle card reading. As always, take what resonates and leave behind what doesn't. After looking at all the cards, Sagittarius, your reading feels incredibly powerful because it speaks to the space between security and expansion. Many of you have worked hard to create stability, fulfill responsibilities, or build something meaningful in your life. Yet the cards suggest that growth is now asking something different from you. Instead of proving yourself through what you've already accomplished, you're being invited to trust who you're becoming. The message throughout this reading is simple but important. What if the next chapter requires you to stop shrinking and start trusting yourself more fully? Let's follow the hidden path and see where it leads. The past path. The Ten of Pentacles, Bat Spirit, Superpower Miracle, and Fear means you're growing. The Ten of Pentacles suggests that much of your recent energy has been focused on creating stability, security, and long-term success. This can be around your family, finances, career, relationships, or simply creating a life that feels dependable. An interesting thing about the Ten of Pentacles is that it's often viewed as an ending card, a point where you've achieved something significant. Yet the Bat Spirit brings transformation energy. Bats symbolize seeing in the dark, and navigating change even when you can't see the entire path ahead. And fear means you're growing. Many of you have reached a point where you've accomplished something you once wanted, only to discover that the next step feels uncertain. Sometimes fears show up not because you're failing, but because you're standing at the edge of a new level of growth. Emotionally, you have been wrestling with the tension between comfort and expansion. Part of you wants security. Another part knows there's still more life waiting to be lived. The present path. The Fool, Chipmunk Spirit Adventure, and you're allowed to take up space. This feels like the heart of the reading. The Fool arrives when life is presenting a new, fresh opportunity or a chance to approach something differently. It doesn't mean reckless. It means trusting yourself enough to move forward before every answer is available. What's striking is how perfectly the chipmunk spirit supports this energy. Chipmunks gather resources, prepare wisely, and still remain curious about what's ahead. And you're allowed to take up space may be especially important right now. Some of you may have spent too much time minimizing your own needs, or waiting for permission, or worrying about how others will react to their dreams. This card says that your dreams matter too. In relationships, this could look like speaking more honestly about what you need. In career matters, it could mean pursuing an opportunity you've been hesitating to claim. Personally, it feels like learning to trust that your voice belongs in the room. The energy shift here is one of self-acceptance. You're becoming less concerned with fitting into someone else's expectations and more interested in honoring your own path. The Heart Path, the Knight of Pentacles, Boar Spirit, Untamed Spirit, and Fail Forward. Emotionally, you're approaching things more carefully than people may expect from you. The Knight of Pentacles isn't rushing. He's deliberate, consistent, and focused on building something that lasts. This suggests that your heart isn't looking for quick wins right now. You're looking for substance. In relationships, this may be evaluating whether someone's actions match their words. Trust appears to be more important than excitement. The Bear Spirit speaks to inner strength and self-reliance. It asks you to remember that your power doesn't disappear simply because you're moving slowly. And Fail Forward is especially meaningful here. You don't need perfection before taking action. You don't need guarantees before opening your heart. And you don't need certainty before trying something new. The lesson is that mistakes aren't proof you're on the wrong path. They're often proof that you're actually living. And the Purpose Path. 9 of Wands, water element purification, and it's safe to want more. This is a beautiful and deeply honest position. The 9 of Wands appears when you've been through enough experiences to become cautious. You've learned the lessons. You've survived the disappointments, and you've carried those burdens. Yet despite everything, you're still standing. The water element brings emotional cleansing and renewal. It suggests you're releasing old disappointments, old fears, and perhaps old stories about what is or isn't possible for you. And the affirmation, it's safe to want more, feels like a direct message from Spirit. Sometimes after enough setbacks, we stop dreaming big. Not because we don't want something, but because we don't want to be disappointed. This card suggests that your purpose now involves reconnecting with your desires, not greed, not unrealistic expectations, but simply allowing yourself to admit what you genuinely want. There is strength in hope, and there is courage in wanting more for your life. The hidden path. Temperance with the Lovers, green fairy imagination, and be louder than doubt. This is arguably the most important message in the entire reading. Temperance is your card, Sagittarius. It represents balance, healing, patience, and alignment. When it appears alongside the Lovers, the focus often shifts toward choices and alignment with personal values. The focus often shifts towards choices and alignment with personal values. This doesn't necessarily predict romance, although relationship decisions could certainly be highlighted for some of you. More broadly, these cards can ask, what choice would you make if fear wasn't making the decisions for you? The green fairy imagination energy suggests that your future is being shaped by what you believe is possible. Doubt may have been speaking loudly lately. The affirmation, be louder than doubt. Notice it doesn't say eliminate doubt. It simply says don't let doubt have the final word. The hidden path reveals that your next breakthrough comes from choosing alignment over fear, trust over hesitation, and possibility over limitation. And the guidance path. 5 of Pentacles, Toad Spirit, Leap of Faith, and this is your season. At first glance, the 5 of Pentacles might seem like an unusual guidance card, but in this position it carries a very important lesson. This card often reflects feelings of lack, isolation, or focusing on what's missing. The guidance is to stop viewing yourself through the lens of scarcity or that lack mentality, that you don't have something. The Toad Spirit asks for you to take a leap of faith. And this is your season. Those messages together suggest that opportunities may already be closer than you realize. The challenge is believing you're worthy of receiving them. Some of you may be standing outside a door that is already open. The 5 of Pentacles reminds you to look up, look around, ask for support, accept opportunities, trust that you don't have to do everything alone. Sagittarius, this reading feels like a conversation between your past self and your future self. Your past self worked hard to create stability, learn lessons, and survive challenges. But your future self is asking one question. Are you ready to believe in yourself as much as you've believed in everyone else? The hidden path reveals that this isn't a season of playing small. It's a season of taking up space. It's a season of admitting what you truly want. It's a season of trusting that growth doesn't mean you have everything figured out. It means you're willing to take the next step anyway. Fear may be present, and doubt may still whisper, but neither one gets to decide your future. As you move through the rest of June, please pay attention to the opportunities, conversations, and choices that will help you align more deeply with who you really are. The energy here suggests that when you choose yourself, trust yourself, and move toward what genuinely calls to you, life begins meeting you there halfway. Sagittarius, thank you so much for spending this time with me today. If this reading resonated with you, please like, subscribe, and share the video. I would love to hear in the comments which part of the message spoke to you most. Until next time, trust your intuition, trust your journey, and keep following the hidden path. I'll see you again soon.